Hi, I'm Dranitsaris, and welcome to Fearless Friday's Power Up Tips. This Friday's Power Up Tips is on a subject that's near and dear to all of us, whether we're in employee roles, leadership roles, in our homes, in our relationships, anywhere. When there's two people in a room, there's a potential for conflict. Two people means two different ideas, two different approaches. So why is it that everybody says, I hate conflict? When I'm doing my conflict training with leaders in particular, they say in no uncertain terms, I avoid conflict. I hate conflict. I hate dealing with it with my employees. The second question I'll ask them when they say this is, what have you done to develop skills so that you become more effective in resolving issues? And the lion's share of people say, nothing, haven't even thought of it. Why would I do that when I hate conflict and I'm just going to keep avoiding it? And this costs the organization hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. The cost of avoiding conflict in organizations is absolutely staggering. And all it takes is a few very simple skills and the ability to stop focusing on your fears and your catastrophic imaginings about how an employee is going to respond if you bring up an opposing view, or how a manager might act when you bring up an opposing view. Even the most senior leader, I have heard them say about conflict is, I can't say that to my boss. He'll get angry and I will get fired. Or she'll get angry and she will make my life a living hell. Now, does that actually happen? Absolutely not. Those are the types of things that need to be challenged. Those thoughts, those automatic negative thoughts that we have that bring up fear, that cause us to not move toward the resolution of conflict. It exists. We need to first accept it and then do some sorting. The person is upset, or you're upset, or upset is occurring as a result of what's being talked about. That's not the main event. The main event is, how do you resolve the issue, looking at what each person is interested in, because usually people are interested in resolving conflict. They just don't have the skills and tools. And so they go into fight or flight. It's automatic. So people either withdraw and submit and let the other person have their way, or they start to dominate and try and win. And in either one of these self-protective cases, in self-protective scenarios, nobody really wins, because when one person has to submit, it generates other feelings that get acted out somewhere else in the organization. We all like to feel at least a certain amount of personal power and ability to influence our environment. Some tips for dealing with conflict. The first and foremost, separate the issue from how you feel about the issue. If the issue goes away, the emotions go away with it. They are symptoms. They are not the main event. Notice when you're telling a story, the person is opposing you because they really don't like you. They feel that you're trying to beat them or compete with them. There are all kinds of stories that automatically come up that will cause us to shut down and not address it. Another excuse is, it's not my place to say anything about an issue or a conflict that's going on. Two different opinions about how to get to a certain place can be resolved through objective, talking through scenarios about if this was applied, how best might we apply it? Will it be more efficient? Will it be more effective? And measuring it against an objective criteria, not fighting for who has the best idea, which is the subjective approach. I want to do it the way it's always been done is the agenda of those with a need to be secure and in control, and more of their energy is going into preserving the status quo than looking for new solutions. And I really recommend that people develop not only conflict skills, but influence skills so that you don't end up taking no for an answer and submitting and not allowing the organization to benefit from your innovative solutions to problems that your manager might not even perceive as problems. So stay objective, stay on purpose, because the purpose of a conflict conversation is not to win. And yes, they make us feel uncomfortable when we're uncertain of the outcome, but if we don't stay with it, the issue doesn't get resolved. Build tolerance to your emotions and understand how fear, your own fear, is getting in the way of your effectiveness in relationships, at work, and as leaders. Until next time, bye for now.